It is the 2nd of November, a Tuesday 2021. A warm welcome to the show, and I'm just thinking to change things around a little bit and introduce some more things related to China in my channel. Why? Three Gorges is sort of like over for now. Nothing is going to happen until May next year, but China keeps on having lots of issues. One law for China, another law for the rest of the world. International law for the United States, America, Canada, Australia, Thailand, Chinese law for China. Let's hop into the levels, etc., weather, and some China news as well for today. I hope you're ready. It's going to be quite interesting. Here we go. Yes, I'm back in my old seat with no green screen for today. Well, why? Because perhaps I'm a little bit lazy. 24-hour period at the Three Gorges Dam. It started at 174.6 and it ended up at the time of recording at 174.45. So just a little bit down, but still very close to that 175. And if you think that it's going to collapse because it's at the maximum water level, do check out my other videos for the rest a couple of days ago and yesterday, so to speak, and you can see the sort of reasons why. And let's go to Chongqing and the levels there. The levels look like this at Chongqing, also down over the 24-hour period, 174.27. It did go up a little bit during the day and all the way down to 174.95. And surprise, surprise, the video camera, the webcam, has stopped working again. Whoever the engineers are, I think you just need to go to Best Buy, go to Costco, pick up a camera for a couple of $100, and that will do the trick. Far better than the really old-fashioned, out-of-date camera you got now, which seems to be a little bit ill because it looks at water all the day. Maybe I'm really going off topic. Let's have a look at the weather. To the new people, this is one of my regular features. I do them on most shows, just having a look at central China's weather. And it looks like this. If you want to know where the Three Gorges Dam is, it's where the handprint is. And from west to east, we do have some weather coming in. I think that they have like 5 millimeters of rain a little bit later on at the Three Gorges itself. But it's nothing as serious as the summer, but you do get some few red spots, which means heavy rain over the next couple of days. Every year in China, you could say it's the same situation related to the floods, and nothing really seems to be done about it. I do put my hat off to the rescue workers that they do a spectacular job when they are told to, but there seems to be very, very little preparation for it. They just let it happen. And it takes a long time for the bureaucracy to happen. For example, when someone did say in Henan province, let's open the reservoir, and that is why certain things happened in the early part of the summer this year, 2021. It wasn't informed about the underground transport, the metro, the subway, etc. So communication is one aspect which failed miserably, and hopefully they have learned a very valuable lesson, but it should have been learnt before. So here's a collection of what happened in the summer in China this year. You can see millions displaced, China floods, 6,000 evacuated as heavy rainfall batters central China. Next page, you can see, what do we have? Things in central China again. Lost everything. China evacuates thousands. Next page. This is just 1 year. Chinese city picks through debris. China flood situation extremely severe. Passengers trapped inside. Extreme weather with a marathon. Black Swan events. Dam eastern province to ease flood risk. Landslides, and a bridge connecting washes away in the space of May, June, July, August, September, and a little bit of October. Prevention is far better. Why don't you do anything about it? Because it's the same every year. Now, yesterday I did mention about the new Chinese fighter plane and stealth, and I think I got the word stealth totally wrong, so apologies for that. Stealth means it's not, you can't see it on radar, but I actually thought if you could spot it. Never mind, yeah. Maybe I'm too much of a fan of James Bond. But let's go into the Global Times China headlines. The PLA, the People's Liberation Army, sent nearly 200 aircraft near Taiwan in the record month because the People's Republic of China think Taiwan is a province of their country, so they can, but they did invade their airspace because Taiwan is a country. Again, you see how China gets away with everything, and they do an action and no other counteraction apart from, oh, don't do it again. It's like the international law for the South China Sea Islands. It was claimed that they don't belong to China. They just ignored that law, and nothing has progressed since that happened in 2016. Okay, let's read about these aircraft. The Chinese People's Liberation Army, PLA, reportedly sent nearly 200 aircraft in aerial area near island of Taiwan in exercises in October. The move, that experts said on Monday, could deter Taiwanese something provocations and foreign interference attempts. China does have a very big army, granted, but they don't have enough hardware. I'm not going to say any more from that. Another issue that I saw on Global Times, this is Chinese network, is related to personal data in China. Yeah. A framework of protection of personal data has been formed in China as a highly anticipated personal information protection law came into effect on Monday. From the protection of ordinary citizens to be the better regulation of the internet economy. So basically they're saying that the big companies are not allowed to gather personal data, but basically the law can. If you remember TikTok or Douyin from 14 months ago, any Chinese company has to give information about their clients if the government demand it. Okay, now TikTok is owned by a company in Beijing called ByteDance. So, and the international server for TikTok, for example, is in Singapore. So their claim is it's on a different server, but the company is in Beijing, it's a Chinese company, so therefore the information is given. So it's not really going to change anything, it's just wording. If you say something bad about someone, then you're going to get a at the door, unless you're using a secure network or a VPN, but their intelligence gathering is actually very good in China, and you just have to be aware of what you're saying. And this one was quite interesting. 5 people have pleaded guilty on Monday over unauthorized assembly on June 4, 2020. Now, can you see in this article, they didn't mention once about where they did this and what it was about. June the 4th is the anniversary of Tiananmen Square, where we all know what happened. We've seen evidence from BBC, CNN, Fox, etc., etc. There's nothing that you can't deny about it. But the Chinese want to scrub this away. So if this was an international post, it would say 5 people have been pleaded guilty on Monday for unauthorized assembly of June the 4th Tiananmen Square anniversary, but it doesn't. It's just saying that it's on this person's date. So can you see that before this national security law in China was assembled, they could do what they want. Now they're sort of banning it, and then they're just saying it's all because of COVID-19. It's just hiding the facts, and I feel sometimes sorry for the Chinese people that they only get one way of information. It's not even mentioned. If you go into Beijing and say, do you know what happened to a young person? They wouldn't really know about what happened in June in 1989. It's quite shocking that they can manipulate it. Give it another 20 or 30 years, this is all gone, forgotten about. That is about it for me for today. Thank you, as always, for your time. Now, what's happening with my channel? I want to diversify a bit. I will still keep this video related to Three Gorges and what's happening in the news daily in China. But I also want to do some special reports. Some things which have come to my mind is related to finance in China, investing in China, housing in China. Now, I'm not a financial expert, as you obviously know. I'm not a housing expert, but it's just my logical opinion, and see what you think about it. It's also, I'd like to do some more exposés about the shills who are living there, and they say Beijing is a wonderful place. Yep, it is a wonderful place, and it never has any pollution because they filmed on a sunny day. It's just something which annoys me, that they just doing propaganda in Beijing because of the Olympics in about 98 days' time. That's what they're doing. So manipulating. They are just sort of like the Goebbels of China. Basically, propaganda, mixing it up, avoiding some subject, because if they do talk about it, then they may get kicked out of China and whatever. So that's a plan for the future, and also some other things. I want to do more things about Cambodia. I think on Thursday I might take a motorbike ride into the countryside now that I have a new back tyre, and see if we can find some buffalo or some village life here. So you can, from your comfort of your living room or your phone or whatever, or how you ever watch YouTube, you can see a different style, something completely different from, you could say, the Western world, like Australia or England, Europe and the United States. Just ideas, and I hope you join me for this journey. My name is James. As always, God bless and be good, and I'll be back very shortly. Bye for now. Bye-bye.